Welcome everybody to another rousing round of Roseburg speakers and storytellers, wherever you're at in the world. We pride ourselves on having a meeting that's organized, where you're going to learn and you're going to laugh and everybody will feel welcome. You guys know the score. Mute yourself when you're not talking. Please stay on camera if at all possible, because it's so much more engaging to have everybody beautiful faces and smiles. So at this point, I will turn this meeting back over to our lovely and talented president, Ms. Yasmin.
Thank you so much, Sergeant Afam. I'm very happy that you touched a little bit of more points as to how we should be running the schedule, because I feel that always most of the time the ex-president in the Sergeant Afam does not forget to welcome us all. So yeah. I am thankful to Tiger to give me the opportunity to welcome you all again. I am very, very delighted that Stephen is with us, who has never been to Toastmasters before. And to add on, he has already taken a role for today. So we are very delighted, Stephen, to have you. I would not go without mentioning Stephen, because he's indeed one of the valued guests we have. Hungli, hi Lee, welcome. Akib has been a familiar face and a part of RSS family for a long time, but yes, indeed, welcome Akib, and welcome all the RSS members. You are here, you are very valued, and you makes RSS unique the way it is. And to begin with, we have a very, very energetic yet calm person amongst us. She has always surprised us by her positivity of taking challenges. She comes from a very beautiful place and a very diverse place, Indonesia. And she is, yes, a very strong personality that's sort of reflected in her training, because she's one of the administrative officer from Indonesia, if I understand it correctly. But for RSS, she is very valuable. So I think you guys have known it or guessed it already by now. I'm talking about no other than Melva. So Melva Putri, she's going to be our Toastmaster of the day. And with huge delight, I like to invite Melva to take over the scene and run us through the meeting.
Thanks a lot, Yasmin. That's a huge introduction, I think. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and their guests. I'm Elfa, and today I'm the Toastmaster of the day. Lately, I feel like unmotivated, feel like stuck, and doubt in myself. I don't know why. Sometimes it comes to me like no permission. So it's hard to say it, but now I want to break it. So that's why I take the theme self-development, because I just wonder how you guys keep being developing yourself. Instead, I'm youngest, I think, but I still like I'm not confident in this club. And I want hear more tips and tricks to influence me, to motivate me, and to inspire me to be like you. And today I have team to conduct this meeting. First of all, to begin with grammarian. Our grammarian, Stephen Liu. Please introduce your job. The screen is yours.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Yeah, very nice to be here today. Yeah, to be act as a grammar. So today I'm act as a grammar. So the word of day is the inspiring. So I will be closely monitoring your pronunciation or your grammar of your sentences. So I will give you some real-time feedback about your pronunciation or your grammar, your sentence used. Okay, so this is my primary job for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, grammarian.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Oh, okay,
Thank you.
okay. My welcome, welcome. Stephen, I want to ask you, when you feel stuck at a moment, how do you break it? Feel like unmotivated, or like I don't want to do something, or feel like I'm mood, something like that. Can you share with us tips and tricks how to be positive and then like motivate, inspire? Probably you have one quote to inspire you. Do you have it?
Yeah. So I have a lot of things to inspire me every day. So the first priority for me is my family. So I have 2 kids and my wife. So this is the most important thing for me. Also the health. Also this is very important to inspire me to contribute. Yeah. So this is something in my top in my head.
Okay, I see. So your family inspire you a lot. So you can
Yeah,
stand
right.
alone because of your family. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
And next, okay, thank you. And next, let's come our timer. Do you have timer?
Ma'am TMOD, I'll be taking up as the timer for today.
Okay, timer. Yasmin, before you introduce your job, please share with us how you keep being positive and always loyal in this club. How could be?
That's a very interesting question. Positive and loyalty. I think if you stay loyal to someone you feel as part of you, because the only person or only individual I will be truly honest or loyal with is myself, right? So I see RSS as integral to myself, and that makes me so loyal towards RSS that I'm glad to say I have stayed with this club for 5 years. And what gives me positivity is, I think, my running. I get the dose of endorphins every day, and that makes me positive and energetic.
Okay, thank you. And then please to elaborate your job.
Yes, so I have a very critical role to play today, because as a speaker, it is very important for us to give our messages in the confined time. And this is one of the things I'll try to ensure through my time cards. So I will digitally use red, green, and yellow time cards, which I can check if I have it at the moment. Not, but I will arrange for it very quickly, and those will be displayed at my background. So the lady, as you see now, the lady selling vegetable, you will see the colors displayed there. And when you see those colors, you know that this is the time. For green means you have covered your minimum time. For yellow, it would mean that it is now time to start thinking and summarizing. And when you see red is like, okay, this is the limit, let's go next. So this is how I will time the meeting. I also try to keep the overall meeting on time, and I'll report towards the end. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you for giving detailed description about your job, Yasmin. Yes, I do agree. Yasmin love so much about running, and I'm better running from reality. I think it's better. Okay, next, let's start to our first session, that is prepare speech. Actually, we have 2 speakers, but I can't see them. So let's start our next speaker. I mean, like second speaker, that Akib. Akib, are you ready?
Melva, can I just check? And Yasmin, if Disha doesn't show, is Yasmin going to evaluate?
Yeah, Christina, I sent you messages. I think you missed it. Yeah, but definitely that's my proposal. So Timothy, I would propose that Christina takes over as the evaluator. And I have shared the evaluation form, but to just, yeah, Christina, do you have the evaluation form? I can share it again.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I haven't got it. Maybe I joined too late. Sorry.
No problem. I do that. I shared with you again.
Cheers.
So the speaker had, I think Akib is joining from 2 devices. So my proposal, TMOD, is that we have Christina evaluate Akib.
Okay. Christina will be evaluating by Akib. Akib, are you ready? Yes, Akib, his title is Who Am I? Who are you, Akib? Akib, the screen is yours.
Yes, just a second, Menu. Am I audible and visible to you? Thank you. Who am I? Well, I can say I am Akib Javed, father of 7 dragons, owner of a scooty, an engineer, and a supply chain guy. By dragon, I meant dragonflies. Please don't fall into Game of Thrones trap. All of it tells what I own currently. But what am I as a human? Let me try it again. I'm a 78 kg old fat guy looking at the screen whole day and sleeping so that I can look at it again tomorrow. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. For my mother, I'm still a kid. For my brother, I'm still a punching bag. One learning which I received is that life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. You are your reaction to situations that has happened to you. Let me come back to who I am. I can be a grumpy old fellow walking through a boys' lobby, but I immediately change my posture whenever any female passes by. Men will be men moments. I want to look as smart as possible when a woman passes by, isn't it? Also, let me take you one example of my college days. My friend Somu and I were doing MTech from IIT Dhanbad, one of the prestigious colleges. And then we got an option to attend an off-campus drive. Both of us thought that if we are able to convert this, we will leave this master's program and join the course, join the company. After 2-3 years, we'll do the master's. When results were out, whoa, both of us were qualified. Both of us were having the offer letter. As I stand today, I work for a company in telecommunication industry because I chose that offer letter and I joined the company by dropping out from the college. Somu chose to stay back in the same college. Somu today became scientist in Bhabha Atomic Research Center. My reaction to that offer letter was different, and Somu had a different reaction to the same offer letter. Why? Because we are different human beings. We think differently. Our ideas and responses are totally different when it comes to situation. So I would say it's all within us. How we are reacting to a situation is totally different for a different human being. When faced with the different challenges, our responses will be entirely different. All of the members sitting in this room will have different reaction to the same speech which I'm delivering now. So ladies and gentlemen, how will you react to your life that is happening to you on daily basis? Table topic, Toastmaster of the day.
Give a round of applause to Akib. You nailed it, Akib. Wow, that's so great. I think today we just have one speaker, and next, jump to our next station, that is table topic master. That session will be led by Mary Person. Mary, are you ready?
I thought Sarah was here. Aren't we doing Sarah speaking too?
Sarah is the general evaluator. It is Deja who is the speaker.
Oh, Deja, and Deja's not here. Sorry.
Yes,
Okay, gotcha. Yes, I'm ready with table topics. Let me put my view back.
Yeah, Toastmaster of the day, there is just one proposal for your consideration. We have one speaker, so the proposal is that maybe after the table topic session, if there is time, we can play the contest speech and just do a common round of evaluation of a contest speech. So let me know whenever you are ready for that, maybe after the table topic session.
Okay, we will.
I had the agenda up to make sure I called on people that did not have a role first. Let me pull that up very quickly. And forgive me if I mispronounce people's names. Please just tell me and I'll keep practicing.
I can go, Mary. I have no role.
Oh, Ayu. Okay, Ayu. Thank you for being our first contestant. The theme is self-development, which means improving yourself, ways to improve yourself. So my questions are all surrounding that. So that gives you a sneak peek on getting your thoughts together. IU on a way to, it's development, but it's also self-improvement. It's what types of things do you like to do to relax, IU?
Everyone will be like surprised if I say to relax. I like to sleep. I follow about sleeping. In Asia, it is very common when they say it's better to have a nap or power nap in the afternoon, and that actually give us more like energy to think. And usually people who have a nap, they will, one, better in their quality, in health quality. Second, especially for children, it's better for them to have in their learning ability. And then number three, relax. Another thing that I do other than sleeping is, again, another weird things, reading. I like to read. And as long as I know meditation is just something that you do it again and again. It's a repetition. For example, chanting. For example, so even you are sweeping, helping your mother, or working around the house, doing something that repetition, it is in repetition, it is actually a meditation. How many of you doing cooking while thinking about something and have an idea? One more thing, I want to have it 3. How about my timing time, Yasmin? So first is sleeping, second is reading, and the third one, same as Yasmin, maybe Yasmin running, I walk sometimes. Well, that's my answer to relax,
Great answer. Thank
Mary,
you.
and thank you for your
Great, Ayu. Thank you for your question, and I hope some of us will take you up on those techniques that you use to relax, because that is definitely part of self-development, is balancing our life and taking some time to relax. Again, I wanted to make sure I give everyone an opportunity. So I'm going to ask our guests if any of them would like to participate. And you certainly can say no if you feel more comfortable just listening. But Jolynn, I was wondering if you would be interested in answering a table topics question.
Yes, this is my first turn to join the meeting. I think I'd like to have a try.
Wonderful. Did I pronounce that right? Jolynn, is that right?
Yes, Jolene.
Great. Well, welcome. My question, and I'll repeat it twice so you have a little time. I should have done that with Ayu. Sorry, Ayu, but she nailed the answer anyway. But I'll do the question twice. What areas of your life that you would like to improve on, and what might you do in that area? What areas of your life would you like to improve on, and what might you do to improve in that area? Jolynn, 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay, that's a good question. And now I'm 31 years old. I'm single. So I spend the times on my job as I worked in a U.S. international company, and I take as I have a chance to join the supply chain, and I think this is my opportunity to explore and also grow with my professional. So I just spend many times on my job, and the things I want to improve is I think I need more time for relax and to enjoy my life, and also to communicate with my friends, because although I have I was get rest on my weekend, but maybe I just how to say that too much time spent on my work, and I need to balance more to my life. Yeah, I think this is I would like to improve, and I will spend more time with my family and my friends. Yeah, enjoying my life. Yeah, so thank you. Back to Mary.
Great response, Jolynn. Well done. And an excellent way to improve yourself. My next question is for Hyung Lee. If I said that properly, would you be interested in doing a table topic? Did I say it right? Huong? Am I saying that right? Do you hear me, Hyung?
Lee. Are
Lee.
you?
So I go by
Yeah.
Lee. I'm sorry.
You're asking me?
Yes. Would you
Yes,
be
I'm sorry.
interested? Would
Yeah.
you be interested in doing a table topics? You don't have to, but if you would like to.
Oh, I want to talk, but I'm not so
Only
confident because my English is so bad. So I'm
It's
afraid
much
that
better than than your language, than me speaking your language. You're much better than I am.
yes, I will try. I will try to answer the questions.
Great,
Yeah,
great, Lee. And I apologize. I had your name wrong.
yeah.
And-
No.
And I'll give
is
you the question 2 times and
Yeah.
let you So listen to it 2 times.
Yeah.
What were some of the courses or things that you have done for yourself to help improve yourself? What were some of the courses and or things that you have done for yourself to help you improve yourself?
I want to confirm that. You mean that you want to know that what I have done to improve myself?
Yes, things you
That's
have
the
done.
question.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. Yes, I think that no one is perfect. So all of us only have to try to improve ourselves. Yes, for me, I haven't done big things. I think I can improve myself by doing small things every day. For example, when my daughter do something for me, I feel appreciate. I feel appreciation, and I say thank you to her. And then I will try to do something to make her glad. And I think that when I take something, I should give something. Yeah, so that is one of the way to improve myself. So if I can do that, I can avoid being selfish. Yes, and I think being unselfish is the one way to improve myself. That's one.
That was an excellent answer, Lee. Well done. Great
Thank you
job.
so much.
Very, very good. Yay. I'm
Thank
glad
you
you
for
took that.
encouraging me. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Our next question. Let's see.
One more question for me.
Oh, she's ready to do more now. She's no, just the one. We'll get some other people now, but you did a great job, Lee. Thank you. I have a 5. Is that how many I should use? Toastmaster of the day. Do we have time for 5 today? I've done 3 already. I have 2 more.
Yes, we have a time.
Okay.
Probably you can point Julie to.
Yep,
answer
I
the
had a
question.
special one just for Julie. But okay, I'll go ahead and give Julie's now. Julie, you had my last one ready because I knew you could answer this very well. Julie, tell us about how participating in Toastmasters has helped in your self-development. Let me repeat. Julie, tell us about how participating in Toastmasters has helped in your self-development. I know you have a great answer for this.
I came to London and went to a lot of meetups, photography meetup, history meetup, seeing London meetup, and then I discovered Toastmasters. And I dropped every meetup and I begin frequenting Louisian speakers, where I went in 2009 and had a lot of friends. Or at least I felt like I'm suddenly in a family. And when I finished the first CC, Competent Communicator Manual, I didn't know exactly what I will do, but I went to listen to a personal storytelling event. And next time I found myself on scene and telling a personal story. From personal story to personal story, I learned a lot. And then it came pathway, and in pathway, I learned even more from everything I liked and everything I liked less. So finally, I really improve myself every time I go to a meeting. Like today meeting or any Toastmasters meeting teach me something.
I
Yeah.
knew, thank you, Julie. I knew you would have a very rich answer and you did not disappoint. You have such a colorful history, and I know Toastmasters has been weaving through your life, and we've gotten to know a lot more about you through Toastmasters. So you are such a valued member, and I knew you'd be great to tell us how it's impacting your life. Great job, Julie. Ruku, do you have a role today? Okay, this last one is for you, Ruku. So Tiger didn't get an opportunity, so I may do one more if that's okay after Ruku. Ruku, this is a similar question, but I think you can handle it. You've been invited to speak about Toastmasters to a group of new employees at your job. Briefly tell us what you would say about how Toastmasters benefits self-improvement. Let me repeat that. You've been invited to speak about Toastmasters to a group of new employees at your job. Briefly tell us what you would say about how Toastmasters benefits self-improvement. Ruku, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master of the Day, for this question. In corporate world, confidence is the most essential thing which an individual needs. So if I would have been invited to tell a group of new employees about Toastmasters, I would tell them this as the first point, that as you have entered the corporate world newly, you should join Toastmasters so that you can improve your confidence level. This I would be telling them based on my personal experience, which I have had on Toastmasters journey up till now. I have been able to enhance my confidence level immensely, and the same thing I would communicate to them also. Other than that, I would also tell them that if you want to make your impression over somebody in a way that nobody gets hurt from the things that you're saying, or you want to argue with someone in a healthy manner, then you should surely go for Toastmasters. Because at Toastmasters, I have learned this, that you can argue with people in a way that you don't hurt them at any point. I used to do this often before I joined Toastmasters, but as soon as I had joined Toastmasters, I've got this point in myself, and I can say this as my own self-improvement, that arguments can be done, but in a healthy way, while not hurting any other individual. So this would be my small introduction to the group of new employees at my job about Toastmasters. Back to you, Maddie.
Real cool. And you are so right. Confidence is so important in how we present ourselves to others, and Toastmasters is a great way that we do that. I never thought about it as Toastmasters to a way to argue better. That's interesting. Great answer. I'll take the last question to Tiger. Tiger, could you turn on your camera for a minute? Are you available to do an answer?
I'm here.
Okay. Tiger, over your many years of Toastmasters experience and in life in general, can you give us some things that you have learned that helped you to develop as a person? Let me repeat that. Based on your many years of Toastmasters and life experience, What are some of the things that you have learned that helped you to improve your self-development?
Well, Mary, this is chapter 7 of my book. So my tiger answer would be, you're gonna have to wait till the book comes out. Wow, that is a very intense question, but I will answer it very simply. What I have found, the biggest thing that I need to do as a person is to be okay with me. Because no matter what I do, no matter how many degrees I get or accolades I get or awards I get, really doesn't make any difference unless I feel good about me. So how do you go about feeling good about yourself? Good question. When I figure that out, I'll let you know. What I have done the last couple years, because I was struggling. 2 years ago, I was in a severe depression. And I found a very simple book called The Matrix by a former Toastmaster. And it's very simple. Number one, find what you like to do. And his point was, I've met millions of people and you think that's easy, but most people do not really understand what they want to do. I found that what I really want to do is learn and teach. Number two, get off your butt and go do something. Even if it's wrong, just go do something. And number three, you have to have faith that whatever you're doing is going to lead you to something that's going to make you happy. Fortunately for me, I found Toastmasters again about 3 years ago. And over the last couple years, especially, I have been able to learn, I have been able to teach, and I am feeling much better about myself. So things are good. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Wonderful, excellent advice, and we certainly have reaped the benefits of your participation in Toastmasters. You have showed us many ways that we can improve and develop. That was an excellent answer. Thank you, Tiger. Thank you for sharing, and I look forward to the book. And if you all didn't hear that Matrix book, that sounds like that's a life-changing book. I'd like to say. Melva, I know I said Kunang just came on. I was wondering, could I do one more question for Kunang?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hi, Kunang. Oh, where she was here, and then I think she's gone. Wait a minute. I think we lost her.
There.
No.
She's there, Mary. She switched on her video.
Oh, there she is. I'm sorry, Kunang. We're so glad you joined us and you came just in time. We were finishing up table topics. We would like you to do a table topics if you would like to. Would you like to do that? You want to unmute yourself?
Yes, I would like
Yes.
to.
Hi, Kunang. Kunang, today's theme is self-development. So I'm going to offer you a question that I offered to somebody else, but you hadn't heard the answer. What areas of your life that would you like to improve on, and what might you do to improve in that area? Let me repeat it. What areas of your life would you like to improve on, and what might you do to improve in that area? Kunang?
Thank you for the question, Mary, and hello, dear fellow Toastmaster, and welcome guest. I'm Kunal. I'm very glad for the question. What I'm doing for improving myself and what I might do to improve myself. Right now, what I am doing for improving myself is English language. Because I want to be a lovely trainer for young children around the world. So the first thing that I must do right now to improve myself is English language. The more I can speak in fluent English language, the more I got confidence. Because already have the power inside of me. Now I'm confident, but sometimes I'm not confident when I'm speaking English because I don't know much. So the key point for me to be more confident is improving my English language. And the other thing, I must keep learning and also improving my self-discipline. Self-discipline is very, very important for my life. Before, because of the laziness, I waste a lot of time to sleep. Right now, I realize that I am the only one who can change my habit and who can make the discipline to myself happen. Nobody gonna come to helping me, only myself agreed to change. Yes, sometimes it's very difficult. I like to sleep a lot. I used to sleep a lot like a kid. I sleep at night, maybe 8 hours, and I take a nap, sometimes 1 hour or 2 hours too long when I don't have too much work. But right now I must change because sleep is good, but it's not really important. If I want to improve my life, I must change some habits like I reduce sleeping time and make discipline about learning English. I just finished my course with Lucy teacher from England about the 10 challenge. I want to meet her because she is the famous teacher on YouTube. And I also just finished I learned only 1 month with teacher Rachel from United States. Yes, that's what I'm proving for myself. Yes, what I might be to improving myself and continue is learning English language. So thank you. Back to you, Marie.
Well done, Kunang. And I honestly can say I am seeing the improvement in your speech since I first joined the Toastmaster group. And the confidence, you used to talk very softly, but I'm starting to hear a stronger voice. So as your confidence is growing, so is your confidence in your speaking. So it's working for you, Kunang. All your things you're doing for self-improvement, it's showing, and I want you to know that. That has been an outstanding round of table topics, some excellent responses, great tips that we all can use for self-development. That concludes our table topics for today. Back to our Toastmaster of the day, Melva.
Thanks a lot, Mary, for leading that session. And because we have still time, let's play or watch speech contest. Yasmin, if I'm not mistaken, Yasmin was as a winner speech contest in our club. Am I wrong? I don't know. Okay. Okay, and everyone can give up your opinion about her speech. You know, it's like evaluation contest. Everyone can give evaluation about her speech, and Yasmin will give her speech. I don't know what the title, but
Melva, there is a small correction, please.
Okay.
So the intention is that I'm going to play the speech
of
the contest winner for 2022. So we're going to listen the speech of the contest winner. And then we can have 5 minutes to sort of give our opinion, what makes his speech so outstanding, what is it that we can learn. So we can open up for 5 minutes for discussion. If that's agreeable by everyone, and of course you. So so I'm just going to share my screen. And he's the champion for 2022 speech contest. So I hope you all can see my screen. Okay. Let me know if you can also hear it well. Can you?
Cannot hear it.
Looks
Click
like
on that volume button once more.
Sorry?
There
your
is a
speaker is
The
volume
off.
mute button. The mute
speaker
button.
Yeah,
Which mute button?
on the YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. The third button
Third button,
from
yes.
the left.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think it's.
I love that the contest chair sounds more Zimbabwean than I do. In Zimbabwe, we speak Shona. And in this beautiful language, we have a very important word that I'd like to share with you today. In Shona, we say Ndini. N-D-I-N-I. Ndini. Try it. Beautiful. It means this is me. In my language, we have one word for this very important phrase. This is me. Ndini. This word is special for me now, but growing up, I wasn't always comfortable with who I was. You see, even though I grew up in Zimbabwe, my middle name was a long, winding, complicated Nigerian name because my father, whom I never knew, was Nigerian. Now, yes, I may know a Nigerian prince or two, but back then, I didn't want a Nigerian name. I wanted a cool name, like Martin Luther King Jr. or Contest Chair. The other kids would make fun of me. They said my name was useful as a password. They called my middle name memorably forgettable. They said my middle name was a curse from black magic. I hated my name. Have you ever hated something about yourself? I would argue with Mom. I would be so mad at her. You gave me this name. You did this to me. And now everybody makes fun of me because I'm different. And my mom would look at me and say, but son, that name is who you are. It's special. You know, your middle name means that what God has done, no man can change. And I said, Mom, man has changed many things. Okay, look at chihuahuas. That used to be a wolf. I'm pretty sure I can change my name. And I did. As soon as I turned 18, I had my middle name removed from all my documents. It became my best kept secret. And I have not said that name once ever since. Before I knew it, it was 2018 and I'd landed in college, not in Zimbabwe, not even in Africa, but in the heart of Eastern Europe. It was clear who grew up in the snow and who grew up in the sand. I had never been this different before. The fly in the milk. It felt like I had taken one step forward and 10 steps backwards. But then I met Nick, another fly in the milk, but from Congo. He's got the African boy swag, you know, low, deep voice, speaks very slowly. He's like Mufasa, but in slow motion. We're in the library one day and Nick drops his ID. And like a good friend, I pick it up and proceed to read it out loud, including his full name, Nicholas Rolly Suini Bitumi. I say, dude, let's say your name 3 times and see what happens. But I knew exactly how those words must have felt. But Nick was ready. I have never met anybody with my name. 'Twas a gift from my grandfather, and I like it. And we laughed, and we got kicked out of the library. But in my heart, I was 18 again, seeing in Nick what I didn't have for myself: acceptance. And for the first time, I started looking around and I realized we're all different. Even Nick was different. But he wasn't just different. He was special because he accepted himself. And for the first time in a long time, I wanted to accept myself too. I looked myself in the mirror and said, Ndini, this is me. I know that many of you out there at some point in your life have felt uncomfortable being who you are. Maybe it was your name. Maybe it was the family you came from. Maybe it was the school you went to. Maybe you were tall. Maybe you were short. Maybe you have wrinkles, freckles. Maybe you have scars. I know that some of you out there know what it is to be different. And even if you don't feel it, I'm sure you know somebody who does. You are beautifully you. The only you. And no man can change that. So let me invite you to make this very important word a part of your language. Ndini, this is me. For my friends here in Nashville and the thousands watching from home, say it with me. This is me. Ndini. Beautiful. I haven't had the courage to officially reclaim my name. But here, today, I think we can make a step in the right direction. I was born Cyril Jr. Uche Chukwumere Dim. And this is me. Ndini.
Wow, that's so great. So everyone can give evaluation or opinion about his speech. Probably it's like evaluation contest today. I'll give you 3 minutes. Everyone can give 3 minutes for 3 minutes to evaluate his speech. Okay, I give a time to make you write down. Oh, Mary, you ready?
Yeah, I just had 2 things that I really liked about his speech I wanted to mention. One is how he uses pauses for effect. He was excellent at speaking slowly and then pausing to let us absorb what he was saying. And also, I liked his presence in the room. He moved a lot from side to side, addressing the audience. So use the stage area. I liked how he did that. So that's my comments, things I liked.
Okay, agree with you. Tiger, do you want to give evaluation or opinion?
Anybody that knows me knows that I love humor. And if you notice in this speech, 9 different times, he said something funny. And not only did he say something funny, but he paused. Mary made a great point. He said something, paused, let the audience laugh, and then he moved on. But he did it all in context. All of his humor made the speech better. It wasn't just to make people laugh, it was to get people engaged.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Wait. Yasmin first. Yes.
Yeah. There's so many things to learn from him, but for me, the suspense that he created, he doesn't reveal his name. It makes us listen to him sincerely. What's coming next? What's coming next? And towards the end, he brings the suspense. And even if I will close my eyes, he ensured that I understand and remember the word Dini. So like simple word, he took up a simple word and he knew how to make it go to the audience. And, towards the end saying, say with me. So 2 times he engaged the audience. Say with me again, like Dini. And he's in the beginning, he even spelled it D-I-N-I. So very smart way of connecting with the audience.
Okay, thank you, Yasmin. And next, Julie, you want to give your opinion about his speech?
He chose a very general subject because all of us found something which we would like to have different. For me, it was my freckles, but everyone can find something he would like to be bored without. So all of the audience feels with it.
Okay, I get it. Okay, thank you, Julie. Christina, do you want to give your opinion about his speech?
I think there's been some really great comments. Obviously, we all loved the speech. I think, in addition, I'd just add that the pace I thought was excellent. As Yasmin said, if you closed your eyes, I think you could just imagine it kind of as it was. I thought you got the pace absolutely perfect. Overall, I just thought the whole presentation was so polished. It's difficult to be more precise than that. But yeah, I loved the polish. It would be nice if we could articulate exactly what made that up.
Okay, thank you, Toastmasters. And yeah, I think that the end, and let's move to another session that is evaluation session. And okay, I'm so sorry, we already end that session.
I wanted to add few points in this. So one thing which I liked again was the suspense, Yasmin ma'am told. Second thing was when you add humor into your speech and deliver it perfectly, I mean, without laughing, that become a very strong speech. So every now and then he was telling some humor, mentioning contest chair, giving some good names like Martin Luther King or something. So it was all getting connected and people were laughing at it. So we should all, I mean, it's not that we should forcefully put humor, but we should always try to put some humor, some sprinkles so that speech becomes more interactive and more fun.
Okay, thanks Akif for your opinion.
Yeah, sorry, it's very hard for me to resist. I promise only 10 seconds. He did not overdo anything. There were modulations in his voice, but he was so sure that he would not overdo. He did not enact anything. So this was also a very important point, to not to overdo anything.
Okay, it's like awkward. Okay, anyone else want to give speech or opinion? I mean, like about his speech. Not okay. Let's jump to our next session, that is evaluation session, and that session will be led by Sarah. Sarah, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Melba. In this inspiring meeting, before I go to my general comments, I will call on my technical team to give their report. And first of all, I will call on our grammarian for today, Stephen. Stephen, are you ready to give your report? I'm sorry, I will call first the evaluators. Sorry, I almost forgot that. Thank you, Christina. And we have Christina to evaluate our speech or prepared speech of today. Christina, the screen is yours.
Fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. It's my pleasure to evaluate Akib's speech today. And I'd like to read out the purpose of the speech. It's for the member to practice being aware of his or her thoughts and feelings, as well as the impact of his responses on others. So I thought that was really important because when I heard the title, Who Am I incorrectly made the assumption that it was going to be an icebreaker speech. Also, the speech length, there was a choice of either 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. So Akib started off with, who am I? And he gave a couple of sentences. For his mum, he was still a kid. For his brother, he was a punching bag. He started off with humour. That's always a good sign. But that brought me on to something that I wonder what he might have been able to do a little bit differently. I found there were a few words that I missed from Akib's speech. Now, I know he had been driving and he was rushing back to get on camera to do this presentation. So it's never easy when you're rushing. And I wonder if he was speaking consistently into his microphone the whole time. Now, a couple of bits of it were about how he articulated a couple of words. In the beginning, he started talking about the father of dragons, and then he mentioned dragonflies, but there were a few key words in there right at the beginning that sadly I missed. And it was such an engaging speech. I didn't want to miss any of it. I also noticed that when he came to talk about his college or his university, it was words that I probably wasn't familiar with, but I think maybe by slowing down and speaking more deliberately, that would help there. But what an intriguing couple of themes. We had two themes. There was the who am I, and life is 10% what happens and 90% how we respond. Well, that's a profound statement. So that clearly ties in with the purpose of his speech here. Really loved the humour. He was comparing a lot with his friend and whether he was going to stay on to do his master's, but instead he went and he's now established in his telecoms company. I really liked the theme. Initially, I thought it finished a little bit, not abruptly, but it was a shorter speech than I was expecting because I hadn't really looked at the objectives until he'd finished. I'd actually have really liked to hear Akib speak for the 5 to 7 minutes, simply because I think he had lots he could share with us. He speaks very fluently, he's engaging. Sorry, I'm lost my place in my notes here. And I really liked the way he, faced with different challenges, we all react differently. So he ended on that note. How is it that we react to our life challenges? It drew us all in, it was relevant to all of us. So in summary, with just a little bit more articulation, absolutely focusing on the microphone, loved the humour, and just with finishing perhaps with a little bit more pizzazz with that final question. I thought it was a fabulous speech. Well done, Akib.
Thank you, Christina, for that evaluation. And now let's go to the technical team to give their reports. First, I will call on the grammarian, Stephen. Are you right to give your report?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I was very pressured to share some observation, yeah, during the conversation just now. So overall, all the guests, yeah, can provide a very concise, yeah, feedback regarding the question from Maria. Yeah, also the pronunciation is very good. And I just observed some kind of small mistake. Say for example, maybe the guest was a little bit nervous. Say for example, there is a sentence in this way, although I was get rest. So this is some kind of little mistake. Yeah, to me, you can describe, although I was getting rest, or in some other way, yeah, maybe perfect. Yeah, so this is some example, yeah, from my observation. And the rest of observation is the Tiger, yeah, is very good, can provide the very concise feedback, also can give a very good summary about some kind of the speech the Jasmine played. Yeah, so that's all overall, yeah, observation from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you.
Always very good to hear the comments of the grammarian. For all of us who are not native speakers, it is a very important role in our club. And now I want to hear from the timer, Jasmine. Can you give us your report, please?
Yes, Ma'am General Evaluator, I'm very glad to note that we were not overly overtimed. We are within our timings, meeting timings. Rather, we are still for 3 to 4 minutes. We have some time. The only two people I would like to name who were slightly overtimed. We know that there is a time limit and there is a buffer of 30 seconds, even when the red card is displayed. So I have two speakers who went like 7 to 8 seconds ahead of that 30 seconds buffer. So Christina is one, and I need to mention, given that she is a seasoned Toastmaster. And the other one was Kunang, but I have to say I did not like to show the red card to Kunang. I was so keen to continue listening to her, but just to keep in mind, Kunang, you were a little overtimed. With these two exceptions, we were all within the time, and I give it back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Jasmine. Very concise, your report. Very good, pointed out the good timing we have, and also pointing out what we could improve. Very well done. Now I will go to my general evaluation. I found this meeting very inspiring. Very good introduction from Melba, our Toastmaster of the day, with a very nice words at the beginning, and then the meeting flow with this same tone, with the same inspiration. So thank you, Melba, for that. Something I was missing during the introduction of the speaker. Today we only had one speaker, but it is something that I have missed in the last meetings, is to know what is the objective, the level, or the project of the speaker in the introduction. So maybe something that the Toastmaster of the day in general should take for the future. I also like the flexibility we have in this club to adjust to the agenda. If the second speaker is not there, then we can find another activity for the agenda. Today was very interesting to listen to the champion speaker and to analyze this speech from several points of view. I really liked it. I watched this speech before, but to have another view from other Toastmasters was really a very good way to learn for improvement, which is the topic of this day. I also like the table topics, which were totally aligned to the theme of the day, and also how you participated on them with very positive energy, with very good advices. It was very inspiring as well. Another suggestion that I have for the meetings in the future is to include 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes for feedback from the audience for the prepared speeches, or maybe for the table topics. Maybe this is something that the committee can discuss if we adapt 1 minute to write some feedback in the chat as a private chat. Because I think feedback is very important to grow. So it's very important to get these evaluations. For Christina, for your evaluation, I think you did it very positive. You used the words that Akim used in his speech. I really like this evaluation. Just take care about the time, because I noticed you were giving suggestions at the very end where you almost had red in the light. So maybe start a little bit before so that he can take as much suggestions as possible, as much challenges as possible for the next speech, because this is the way we grow. And for the other team players, Stefan as grammarian, Jasmine as timer, it was great reports and in general, a very great meeting. Thank you, and back to you, Melba.
Give a round of applause to Sarah. Thanks, Sarah, for giving detailed and clear evaluation about our meeting. And for the last speech for me is thanks a lot for you guys. And I'm so sorry for a mistake that I've done. Sometimes my mind is not the same what I'm speaking out. I don't know. I don't know why it happened. And to adjourn our meeting, I will give hand over to our president, Miss Yasmin Talwala.
Thank you so much, Melva. I loved it the way you sing my name. I absolutely loved it, and missed Alice though. I am very, very glad to see all the smiling faces, and I am really very curiously waiting to learn from Lee as to how she feel after taking up the table topic for today, and also from Stephen. So Lee, would you like to share very quickly in 30 seconds? How do you feel now? Yes, you, Lee. Yeah, we loved hearing your table topics today.
To be honest, some of your topics was difficult for me to hear. Yeah. So I just got only some part of the topic. So I think I will have to try much to understand all of you. Yes. So now can you repeat your question for me? Can you repeat?
Yeah, Lee, there is no question. I think you answered, you shared how you felt. And we must say that you did not make us believe you did not understand. So we felt you understand the topic very well, and you replied very well. So thank you for that. And please feel free to come and be part of our meetings. Stefan, how do you see taking up as a Toastmaster role, given that you just know Toastmasters for so new? Perhaps this is just your second meeting.
Yeah, thank you. Yasmin. Yeah, so this is a really great place to learn from each other. Also can improve your oral English, also can improve your presentation skill for sure. So this is a very great place for me. Yeah, also for everyone. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, so this is my general feeling. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. It is very safe environment. It is like very warm environment. And your choice of the word of the day was excellent. It inspired us all. So thank you for taking up a role, given that you are very newly introduced to Toastmasters. I have reached the time, so I'm going to officially adjourn the meeting. But having said that, we can stay back and continue a little bit of our discussion. So here I officially adjourn the meeting.